Hello, and welcome to episode 19 of Crystal T Knits, the Knitting Crochet podcast. My name is Tara. I'm coming to you from White Plains, New York. If you want to follow me on Instagram and Ravelry, my name is Crystal T Knits, and also you can join our Ravelry group on Crystal T Knits, and you can get the show notes, knit-alongs, giveaways, it's all over there, so go join that. It's a lot of fun. Okay, and if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for coming, checking it out. If you're a old viewer, thank you so much for coming back. It's been kind of a hard month. I'll get more into that at the end of the segment. But first thing I want to say is, well, I'm wearing the Dorothea tank. This is one of the first things I've ever knitted. It is by Corina Ferguson, and it's out of Knit Picks Lady Chain, the sagebrush colorway. And I love it because it has all this beautiful lace. Anything with lace, I go crazy for. And then this, let me see, it's a little bit of lace down here too. I loved knitting this. The only part I didn't like was right here because the lace was on, I think it was on this side. It wasn't like how would you say? Like it wasn't showing right. Like there was a yarn over in the wrong spot, like where the pattern was. And it just looked awful. So I had to fudge it a little bit, which stinks because I didn't write it down. And I do want to make this again because the pattern was not for cotton yarn. And I made it out cotton yarn, not realizing that there's a difference between yarns at the time. Because when I called Knit Picks and I asked them what's a really good yarn to make a tank top out of, they told me this yarn to use. But they didn't tell me that cotton yarn needs a cotton pattern. You live, you learn, right? And I made 2 tank tops out of Lady Chain from not cotton patterns. So you can see it's very big on me. So if I ever made it again, hopefully I'll lose weight by then, and I'll make it a more fitted look. But right now it fits, I mean, it's nice that it's big and roomy. The only thing is the straps, every so often I get aggravated with them, and I end up cutting them and then sewing them together again. And the same thing with the other tank top I made, so it's a little aggravating. And that one's really big, so that was supposed to be a really big flowy type of a tank top, but this is more of a fitted one. And you see how flowy this is. So you can imagine how flowy my other tank top is. Maybe I'm wearing that on my next podcast. I don't know. But it's very large. It's very beautiful, but it's very large. And I definitely would make that one again because that was just plain stockinette. I think it was either stockinette or garter. It was very easy to make. So, but this one was just beautiful. And the whole book, I forgot what the book was. I think it was like Summer Knits or something like that. It's amazing. I would definitely recommend it. So I'm sure if you go on Ravelry and you look up Dorothea tank, it will say what book it came from. I am like so red. Setting up out here, it's so hot, and I get red when I'm hot. Very red. I might be a lobster by the end of the episode, I'm just warning you. And I'm hoping the lighting's okay. I'm out here under my tent, because the lighting in my house is so dark, and I have to move the whole house around, so I like being outside anyways much better. I love being out here. So I'm hoping, because I put the lights on in my tent, that it's okay. Again, it's very, you can't really see an iPad when you're outside. So you're hoping, I mean you can see it but you can't, so you can't see really what the lighting looks like. So I'm hoping it looks okay. Give me a thumbs up if it is. Alright, let me get on to my knitting. I have 2 FOs, and I'm very excited about that. My first one is my Impressionist shawl. I already wore this on Mother's Day. I love knitting, as I think I finished the night before Mother's Day. These colors are amazing. This is by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmaids. Again, you know me, I'm obsessed. And Volan Von Yarns, which again, obsessed. It's her Blitz base, and this is Solstice, which is the grayish color. Then Curious is the pinkish mauvey color, and the Thor is the purple. When I first got these yarns, I did not think that they were going to go well together. Because, well, I knew these 2 would. I knew these 2 were going to be beautiful together, but I thought this was too dark. I love them. I love these 3 together. They melt, it's just amazing how well they melt. And I've seen it on her Nouveau base, which is her singles, and it's much darker, so I'm so glad I bought the Blitz base for it. Because it's just, the way they just melt, it's just beautiful. The only problem I'm very depressed about, I snagged it on my dress when I wore it. Look at this. Look how big it is. I have to sew it in. I was so depressed when I took this off because it was raining on Mother's Day, and I just pulled it off because I was trying to get my son into his swing as fast as possible, and that happened. Devastation. And it's such a big, beautiful shawl that would happen to it. I was very upset. Very, very upset. But I love it. It's gorgeous. And my other finished project is in my Molly Klein fortune cookie bag. I love this bag. I think this is one of my favorite bags. I wish it was bigger so it would hold more because I would use this constantly. But I finished this. I just have to sew in the ends, and I want to redo the bind off because I was not happy about how I did this. See? I think one of them is a little twisted and everything. It fell off the needles when I was doing it. So when I put it on, I guess I didn't put it on very well. I don't know. This is my bag for all seasons, or all reasons, by Uma Padu. And it is in Knit Picks, Dishy, the multicolorway Aquamarine. It is a size 7, US 7 needle, and a size, well, it's the garter stitch up here was size 7, and the bottom is size 7. The rest of it was size 8, and that's a 5mm for the size 8, and a 4.4mm for size 7, for anyone that's not in the US. Again, I have to sew in everything. I made this bag the large size. So first of all, I made the shoulder strap so much shorter. They wanted like 59 rows on each side to do. I think I ended up doing 20 rows because look how ginormous this is. Like that, you know? And if I probably will make it again in just the plain navy, I think. And I would definitely do another repeat of this because the actual bag only is like that. So it's nice and wide, but it's not tall. But then you got the shoulder strap that makes it look really tall. But I like it. I definitely would use it for woolly purchases. Hint, hint. And I love this color. This is the color I wear all summer long. So I'm very happy with it. It's a greenish, bluish heaven. So, again, it's not bad. Right? Maybe I'll use them as a pocketbook, actually. The only reason why I don't like using knitted things as pocketbooks is because you got to sew it inside to it because everything's going to go right through it unless I don't put anything small in here. I love it. So that's that one. Okay. And, okay, so what happens when you finish a Helen Stewart project? You have to cast on another one, right? At least in my world, we do. So, which one is the one I cast on? Oh, this is it. Okay. This is my Lila Styles project bag. I think this is my absolute favorite bag in the whole entire world. It's Audrey, people. Audrey. Anything with Audrey Hepburn, Betty Davis, Frank Sinatra, Cary Grant, I go cuckoo over. And these got my colors. It's pinks and like a bluish greens. All we need is purple in there, and I'll go crazy. I love this bag. I want it in what do you call it? I want it in a sweater size bag. I need this in a sweater size bag so I can carry it around as a pocketbook. Because that's how much I love this. And that's probably going to be my next purchase, I'm telling you. Because it's Audrey. Audrey! I don't know where she gets her fabrics from. She's addictive. It's bad. It's bad, Angelica. It's bad. I don't know what you're doing to me. But this is my surprise shawl by Helen Stewart. I'm gonna frog it. I am. I'm naughty. I saw on Instagram basically this shawl in this type of a colorway, and I loved it. It was so pretty. And this is by Sweet Sparrow Knits, her Sugar Plum Fairy colorway in her Magpie base. Let me see what the actual information for it is. Do I have it in here? Yes, I do. Oh, I have Clara, but Magpie base is basically superwash merino, nylon, and stellina, 438 yards. So this is not the right colorway, but it's her tag. Oh, because I put it in here, that's why. So, I love this. This is my favorite color. This type of purplish pink. I go crazy. And then this one too. These are my 2 favorite colors. I'm not kidding you. Like, I would have the whole world in these colors. You would think I'd have this more in my wardrobe, but I don't. I don't know why. Maybe because they don't really manufacture these colors too much. It's very rare you could find them. So I got so excited when I saw these. And I said, I want to make this. And then the person that had this on Instagram had basically the Starry Nights colorway. Not really the same colors, but it was in the Starry Nights colorway pack. Ooh, there they go. Packet from Hugh Loco. So it's like, oh, they're all over the floor. Oh, gosh. Okay. All full of dirt. Ah! Hate when that happens. Okay. So it basically is like the speckled white with blue, yellows, and purples. Then it's a speckly gray. Then you got the light blue. And you got the purple, which is darker than this one, but it's close. I wasn't that's one of the reasons why I was like, I don't know about this. And then this sort of a navy purple. I love these colors. I'm actually thinking, because I'm going to frog this, I'm actually thinking about maybe getting her Starry Nights colorway in the Blitz base. I have one in a different base, and I think her sock base. I would like to get in the Blitz base and maybe make a pattern myself out of this, design something with these colors. Because I really loved what Helen Stewart did with, she had a set of 5 minis, and then she had a colorway, which is basically the kit that I bought. So the reason why I didn't like that kit was because it had this like yellowish green. I'm not really, that's one of my least favorite colors. It's a yellowish green and browns and everything. But I have to say I'm warming up to browns lately. But I just didn't like that color, so that's why I decided not to make it in that. And I was going to make in this, but then when I got to I'm actually at the part where you would start putting the colors in, and I got stumped on what order to put them in. I don't know why I have such a problem with deciding what colors. I have a perfectionist problem that I want everything perfect. I know I can never do anything perfect. It's physically impossible for anyone to do anything perfect. But I have an issue that I like everything just so. And if it's not going, what's in my head is not hitting, a little butterfly, is not hitting what I can make in my hands, it drives me a little crazy. So I put this away for a while. And I was going to pick it up again. But then in the meantime, she came out with, where is it? Is it here? Did I bring? Oh yes, I did. The Mayhem shawl, which is the Shawls Society 3 shawl, the first one in it. I am so excited about this. Like, you know me, I love the Shawls Society. I've made, I think, 8 out of the 12 shawls so far. I'm obsessed. So as soon as it came out, I decided to cast on the Mayhem shawl. Even though I did purchase the yarn, I'm waiting for it to come from La Belle Amie. I think I'm saying it right. I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. And by the time it comes in the mail, I was like, I can't wait. I'm going to use that for a different shawl because it's so pretty. So I decided to cast it on with my Surprise Party shawl yarn, which is the I Can't Even colorway. It has the minis and everything. And it's this really pretty pink with a lot of speckles in it. And this is what my Mayhem shawl looks like. They're both on 5mm. Oh, and that's a little Truffle Shuffle Progress Keeper. See how pretty it is? I love this. But then as I'm knitting it, when I first started knitting it was at nighttime. So I wasn't really seeing the colors, but then I just knew that green was the one I want to do the lacy colorway in. So I was going through, I don't have anything in dark green for some reason. So I was going crazy online trying to find a nice dark green that I could do, maybe a nice light sort of sage green. I know I have an order from Sweet Sparrow Knits coming in with sage green for my a girl's best friend shawl. And I have 2 different greens in there, so whatever green I don't use for that shawl I could use for this, because I wasn't sure which would look better with the 2 yarns. But I was like, this dark tealish green is really nice. Let me see if I could try to find something to match that. And the more I worked with it, and then when the daytime came and I'm working with it, I'm seeing all the speckles, and I'm like, you know what, this would look really nice with the minis. So now it is going back to becoming a surprise shawl. So this is the story of 2 shawls that want to be one. Yes, so this one's going away, this one's going away, but this one is going to be this one soon. That's my life. Yes, I know, I'm insane. I'm ripping out 2 shawls, because I decided I didn't like the colorway. Insane. Who does that? I do that. That's why. Because I'm nuts. I'm nuts. I'm nuts. But I think this would look really good as a surprise show, like it was intended to be. But of course, stupid me had to decide to change it. I don't know why I decided to change things. I'm so anal, I shouldn't change things. But because I don't like that green, this yellowish color. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I figure it would look really good with it. And then another thing, for the longest time, I was looking for a different color to substitute for this. Maybe a sage green in it. Maybe if I decide I really can't stand that yellow, maybe the sage green that I got from Sweet Sparrow Yarns, maybe that would fit in here. I don't know. Maybe, right? Possibly. The only thing is that's glitter, and this isn't glitter yarn. But I was going to do that anyways, so why not? Just have one little thing with glitter. You can't have too much glitter in your life, right? I don't think so. I don't know. But part of me is dying that I have to rip out both of these. They're so pretty. And then I don't know what to make the Mayhem shawl out of. I have Yarn Pimp. It's not from Yarn Pimp, but it's from Vine Yarn. It was a Yarn Pimp colorway she made a few years back. I do have 2 skeins of that. It's very speckly and bright neons. Maybe that would be nice for the Mayhem. Cause, hey, that's Mayhem, sparkly neon. And then maybe put a gray for the lace, maybe? I don't know. But I know this is definitely becoming a surprise shawl. That is what's happening in my world. Oh. And this is my Maddie bag by, what's it called? By the Bay Yard Company. And look, I've got my Shawls Society pin on there. That's right, I had to put it on there. This is my official Shawls Society bag. I decided. And this thing holds, look at this. It's crazy. It looks so small. I think I put in, just out of curiosity, like 5 skeins in here it fit. And this is the medium or the small bag. It's crazy, it doesn't look that big. But it does. And then I've got, this is from Knit Picks, my knitting unicorn. I think woolen, I think I got this from. Not too sure. This is something twill, but this is cute. Look at, like just one more row, cookie, tea, all the stuff. I love that. And then Sip Sip Knit. And then I hit the kettle hard, which I do. And then a knitting kangaroo. And I think these are from the Knitting Clover, these last 2. So those are really cute. Oh, and this is another thing I want to show you. I bought one of these so long ago from like Michael's or Joann's. They're like $5, I think, in there. It's ridiculous how overpriced they are. And I never used it. And lately I've been using so many patterns that I just couldn't keep track of what row I was on because I've been using my iPad a lot. And because I've been using my iPad, I don't know what row I'm on. So then I was like, let me see. I forgot what pattern it was exactly that I needed this on so I could really keep track. So I was going nuts trying to remember what row I was on. So I used it and I loved it because it has a little reset button. Where if you use the ones that you click, you have to, when you want to go back, it takes forever to do that. It's annoying to do it. And sometimes when you click it, the one pops up and you don't want the one to pop up, so then you have to reset the whole thing again. It's aggravating. These are so great, and I got them on Amazon, and I think they were like $2 each. So I bought like 8 of them. I love these. They're now a staple in every single knitting bag I have practically. I do not recommend these more. They are phenomenal. The only problem is my son once in a while likes to get a hold of them and he's just going, I'm like, really, Nikki? So then I gotta hopefully remember what row I'm on when he gets a hold of it. But definitely recommend these. Amazing. Easy reset. And the button is pretty good. Hey, for $2, I think only one of them, the button, you touched it slightly and it would just pop. So that one was annoying, but the rest of them were great. Again, Amazon. Much cheaper than at Joann's and Michael's. That's ridiculous, like $5 for one of those. And that said, I have so many project bags. To have that in each project bag was crazy. So, that is that. I just love these 2 project bags. Look how pretty they are. I couldn't be happy with these 2 project bags. Sorry. I have to gush over them. I just have to. Okay, my next project, I might as well just do a Helen Stewart thing I cast on, was my Magnolia socks from her. And yes, I'm doing a sock. Ah, I can't believe it either. It's by the Cozy Knitter in her Old Romance Bliss Base. Oh, the Old Romance is the colorway. Bliss Base is the actual base. Duh. Whew. Crazy. It's the heat. It's getting to me, really. It's bad. But look at that pattern. I know it's very lacy, and to do it with stripes is a little crazy, but I only like striped yarn for my socks. One day I'm going to cut down and actually use a solid for a pattern for socks. But I just love these striped colorways from Nomadic Yarns and the Cozy Knitter. They're amazing. Can't recommend them enough. Definitely check them out. I can't fathom how they make these gorgeous stripes. And what else, the only thing I could think of that I would wear stripes with other than this is maybe gloves and a hat. But then you gotta buy so much of this yarn. And it's hard to get a hold of. And it's a little pricey. So, actually, well, it's not really, this one's not pricey. It scares you. It's Canadian. And when you see the price, then you have to remember it's cheaper when you're American. But it's beautiful yarn. It really, I mean, look at these colors. It's amazing. I don't know what is with me with the green and the pink lately. I love those two colors together. I really do. Like, I want to knit everything with green and pink lately. It's crazy. But my problem with knitting socks, that's why I took a break, because when I was pregnant, my feet swelled, and I wasn't even sure really when I was knitting socks if I was knitting them the proper size, and all the ones I did knit felt very tight on me. Again, it was the pregnancy and everything, but then they still felt a little bit tight when I wore them, so when I blocked out my Impressionist shawl, then I blocked some socks with it, and they fit perfect now. But for some reason, I knit very large when I knit with a small needle. I don't know why this happens. I'm more on point with a larger needle. So she asked for a cast on of 56 stitches. I usually do a cast on of 52 stitches. So I went down to a size 0 needle. I usually use a size 1. I put it on me. It seems to fit fine. I'm hoping I'm correct because this is gorgeous and I've already got the heel in and I really want to wear this. So I don't want to pull it out. It's just beautiful. I mean, I already pulled out a little bit because originally I like shorty socks. I don't like long socks. I hate long socks. So originally I was going to do a second repeat, and then I realized that would make it very long, and I did this too much. I did 11 rows of this. I should have done only like 8 rows probably. So in the pattern I think it was 14 rows she wanted. So I did make it shorter, but I don't know what I was thinking. I just kept going. I feel like this is too long. It would have been better if it was like there, you know? But it's a beautiful pattern. It's very easy to do. I love it. Hopefully it will fit me. I'd be very upset if it didn't fit me. And my son keeps asking for socks. And I'm so nervous about knitting socks for anyone because I don't feel like I get it to fit right. Because that's the one thing I think you have to fit perfectly is a pair of socks. And I just don't think I get them right. Like, or maybe I'm just being too anal. Because you know me, I'm Miss Anal Nelly. I don't know. But I did this all in one night. I just couldn't stop knitting this. It was, I was out here sitting on my couch. I just did not want to stop. I loved it. And I stopped, and now I'm like nervous about knitting it again because of, I'm not sure if it's going to fit me. I hope it fits me. Oh, and this is my Katie Did Handmade Knits bag. My friend Katie made this for me. Isn't that cute? I love it. So, keep your fingers crossed that it will fit me, and I'm not wasting my time knitting this. It feels like it fits me. I want to say it fits me. And then, you know what else gets me nervous about socks, too? They get bigger when you block them. So, if I get this to fit me perfectly and when I block it, it'll get bigger. Before it wasn't blocking my socks. So I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing. I hope so. Let's pray. Let's pray a lot. I got yarn everywhere over here. This is craziness. I got my yarns. Stuck over on my chair. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'll play with you later. Figure out what bag. Oh, you were in this bag. Which now you're going to be frogged. I hate frogging things. It's so pretty, the bag. I mean, I don't want to frog it. I really don't. Oh well. My next thing I did, it's my Slip Stitch Studio Fox bag, is for my son Nicky. And it's in Knit Picks yarn. What kind of yarn is this? It is the Gloss DK. I forgot what colorway it is. Do I even have the thing in here? Oh, here. Yes, I do. Good. Okay, Gloss. Yay. And it is in the Tranquil colorway. I did a few rows on this. Nothing exciting came. I basically I should have this done a lot sooner, but I basically pick it up when I just want to knit something easy, and it's such an easy pattern. So I think I did maybe that to there. I love it. Again, it's the Twinkle Twinkle Blanket by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmaids. How many Helen Stewart's projects could I have on the needles? I know. I'm crazy. I love her. I stalk her. It's crazy when a designer actually knows you. Because you love them so much. Oh my gosh. So that was that one. And what else? Oh, this is exciting. This is very exciting. It's my Hito Feud cardigan by Hiriko Futsatsu. I'm so sorry I'm butchering your name. I know I am butchering your name. But I got sleeves! I finally got sleeves, people! It happened. Ooh, I'm blowing out now. I got sleeves. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. So basically the name of this pattern means one stroke. So you're knitting it all in one. Oh, and the bag is from Lila Styles again. Ravenclaw. But so it means one stroke. And you knit this whole thing, first the sleeves, and then you basically knit them together with a 3 needle bind off. And then you make it like a shrug. These instructions I've read so many times, it just astounds me. Because I was just like, am I reading this right? Is this right? It's right. You make it like a shrug, and then you bind off. So you got a little shrug now. And then in the back you continue on and you just keep knitting the same pattern. It's a very simple knit now. You do like 3 more increases and I've got myself the sweater. I just do, I think I have to do how many more repeats? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more repeats and I'm done. It's so simple. And this, I have the pattern memorized in my head. So I just have to look at the actual pattern now, just where the increases are. And after that, I got it made. It's beautiful. Again, this is another thing I've been picking up basically when I just don't want to, think, I just want to knit. But I have to have a little bit more energy when I do this because it's lace. So, and it's by my Anzulia Luxury Fibers in the squishy base, the navy colorway. And it's 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. 385 yards. I think I'm going to end, I have 4 skeins of this. I think I'm only going to use 3. So I can put the other skein in a shawl. Cause, you know me, I always like putting navy and gray with something. So definitely not going to go to waste. Love it. Easy knit. And the needles are, sorry, I'm using my tablet down here because my printer is broken in my house. Yes, it is. We need to get a new one and we need to get a new microwave, but we don't want to do it. We just don't. It's sad, I know. Needle size is US 4, 3.5 milliliters, and my carbon needles. I'm horrible. Sometimes I tell you what the needles are. Sometimes I tell you the size. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I tell you about the type of yarn. I know. I'm crazy. That's what I do. Cannot wait to wear this. This might be my Rhinebeck sweater, people. This might be it. I don't know. Unless I find a rose color yarn that's worsted weight for my, I think it was the Rigoletta sweater by Hohi Locatelli. That I want to cast on so badly. I'm so mad the yarn I bought was way too thin for it. It stinks. Don't you just hate when you do it? You want something, it's perfect, and then you get it and you're like, no, it doesn't work. Very depressing. Okay. Anyways, dreams. That's one of my dream knits for 2018 was that sweater. Keep your fingers crossed, it's gonna happen. This was, I think, was this on there? I don't know if this was in it. The surprise shawl was definitely one of my dream knits. This next shawl is one of my dream knits. Another Harry Potter bag from Lila Styles. The fabrics are killing me. I'm sorry. I have way too many of her. It's funny because most of my winter ones are Molly Klein, and all my spring ones are going to be Lila Styles. And this is all Megan's fault from Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. She is such an enabler. It's not even funny. Megan, you're killing me. I gotta stop watching you. I keep buying everything you have. But this is my Sweet Sparrow Knits yarn. I love this colorway so, so much. Oh my god. It just glows. I'm trying not to knit so much. I'm going to have it finished probably next time. But I'm trying not to knit it because I'm just loving the glowing of this yarn. Look how beautiful it is. This one is called Peach Fizz. The solid peach. And then over here is Garden Rose. It is the Magpie Stellina. Ah, okay. We'll use this one. Magpie Stellina base. It is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% Stellina, 438 yards. I love her cards, the little sparrow. It's so cute. But I finally finished section B. Yeah, this is the front side. So you can see pretty pattern it made, like a little diamond sort of. I think it was called the dandelion stitch. I don't know. Oh, and this is my Simply Serving Progress Keeper, my little unicorn birthday cake ombre. And now I just do garter stitch for a while. So that's easy knitting. And I just love this color. It's so beautiful. And it just glows when you're knitting. It just feels like it's glowing. Everything else I'm knitting is kind of, not really dark, but not bright. And this is such a bright colorway. It cheers you up right away. I love it. And I just love the little specks of green. I tell you, I love green in like peaches and browns and pinks. I don't know why. It's my new favorite thing to mix. Especially the pink and the green. I know I also like a lot of browns with pink. If you give me just a plain brown, I don't like it at all. If you mix the green or the pink with it's starting to warm up to it, I must tell you. But that's my shawl. This thing is going to be massive like the Impressionist one. It's going to be like on the floor for me because I'm so short. But, oh, this peach. And what I love is the two peaches are so subtle. Like this is, I don't know if you could tell, but they're two different color peaches. They're not the same one, just one has green in it. No, they're two different colors. This is a slightly darker, the bottom one. The only problem I had with this pattern, I don't know what happened. I picked it up after not knitting it for a while. And basically you have to do a repeat of 8 rows. So there's 2 rows where you do that little dandelion stitch, and you start one you purl 4 first, the other one you purl 2 first. I don't know what happened. Every time I got to the dandelion stitch, it would only let me purl 2. It would not let me purl 4. I don't know what that was about. I mean, it looks fine. Which is the right, yeah. See, this is, if I'm knitting, it's this one. It looks fine, you can't tell. But I don't know why all of a sudden it did that. It was the weirdest thing. I'm knitting it yesterday, I'm just like, I don't understand this. But it worked. You can still see the diamond. The diamond came out perfect. I don't care. I'm leaving it. It's fine. You know? I mean, it annoys me that's not perfect for the pattern. But I have been watching Girls from the Yarn Cafe, and they change a lot of patterns. And I'm starting to realize, you know what? It's okay if you change a pattern, people. You don't have to have everything exact. I know. Did I say that? I said that. It came out of my mouth, people. I know. Am I going to get struck by lightning or something now? But you don't have to have it exact. I've been doing exact. You don't have to. So, I'm learning. I'm trying to get better at this. We'll see. But, oh my god, it's so soft, this yarn. It's so nice. Check out her shop. I'm telling you, Julie on Sweet Sparrow Yarns, she has such beautiful colors. She has this one, it's called Shy Violets. I think it was, I want it, yellow and purple. I would never think of putting yellow and purple together. Again, yellow, not a fan. It looks so pretty together. It really, it's a, no, I think too, it's like a light pale yellow. I love light pales. I don't like when it's that mustardy color. I hate mustard. But it's so pretty. I have so much I want to order from her. It's insane. So, I'm done with that one. Okay, what else? Ooh, I think I only got one more project to show you. This one, I'm very disappointed. So it's in my other Hated Handmade Knits bag, my Paris bag. But what I'm disappointed on is how small the shawl is. I don't know, again, did I get makeup all over the place? Hopefully not. I don't know if it's because of I'm using lace weight, but I did talk to someone online, and we were talking, and I asked them if the lace, the first clue I asked, how did you, how big it was it? And she measured, and it was the same exact size. So I'm assuming that if the first clue was the same size, the rest of it would be the same size, right? I don't know. We will find out. But I feel like this is, I'm already on clue 4. And it's only 5 clues. Like, what the heck am I going to do with this? It's so small. Oh, and the pattern is Catching a Mermaid by Leah Matheson. And the yarn is, I got another skein of, I'm not going to need the other skein, let me tell you. It is Fiera Fine Hand Painted Yarn in the ombre color of blue velvet. This is like Deep Stash. First yarn I ever bought in Vogue Knitting Live. And I bought another one at Rhinebeck. I don't need this one now, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It's beautiful. Maybe I'll make another shawl with this. And you know what? Maybe I'll put like a dark purple or blue on the bottom. Maybe a dark purple, because the dark purple ends it. I don't know. But as I said, I'm in the middle of clue 4, and it's this big. And it's not that many, I mean, it's probably another chunk like that much, I would say. It's still really small. So what I might end up doing is maybe repeating this pattern, which is the Mermaid Scales, and then the Mermaid Tears pattern. Because I think it ends on the Mermaid's Tear pattern. And just do another repeat of the 2 of them, and hopefully it will get bigger. And just go until I end this skein, because this took 500 yards in here, I think it is. And I do want to get the purple in here. But then I don't have to do my worrying, because originally I was like, well, what am I going to do if I have to go in the next skein? Do I want to start again with the aqua, or do I want to start in the middle and do with the purple and keep going? So maybe I don't have to worry about that. I don't know. But right now, it's very, very small. I don't know what I'm going to use. Maybe a nice light scarf in the summer. You don't really wear scarves in the summer. I don't know. It's a beautiful pattern. It really is. Maybe if you make it in a DK weight, it'd be better than in the fingerling weight. Or as I'm doing, lace weight. But it is beautiful. And I like the story. She has like, she's really cute the way she writes it. She has like a whole beautiful story. Maybe when I finish, I'll read it to you. But she goes, the mermaid gets caught, and it has the tears, and then the scales, and then this is her, the waves or something like that. Oh no, her tail. And this is the scales, tail, and tears. And then I'm back to the scales again. So it's really beautiful. But I don't know what I'm going to do if it's so small. So hopefully, if I will be able to pull this off and just keep adding to it. Keep your fingers crossed, people. I don't know. But that's what I'm hoping for. Alright, and let me see. Yep, that is all I have been knitting on. Yay, I got it all. I know, I've been knitting on a lot. Still upset about the surprise shawl and the mayhem shawl, but that you will see them next episode. They will be new. I will have a surprise shawl in that pink. Maybe even done, who knows. And mayhem shawl might be a fluorescent colored one, or it might be the actual color from the yarns. I'm waiting for La BMA. Oh my god. I always say this, and now because I'm on the podcast, I can't say it. Has anyone else have this problem that when you want to say something properly, it just will not come out of your mouth, but then other times you're like impressing on like my friends, like, La BMA? Oh! There it is. I said it right. See? Go figure. But, another thing I've been doing a lot of lately, and I'm very happy, I forgot to tell you guys about this last week, was I realized I haven't been reading too much. And I'm very upset I have not been reading. So, one of the things I really wanted to do was read more. So I set a goal for me for the beginning of the year, which I've already failed miserably until this month. That was 1 book a month I wanted to read. And it's good because when I'm feeding my son or something, I could read or I could look at TV. So, I've first book I finished reading was Shopaholic and Baby, because I thought I was fitting, so I was pregnant. Why not? And then I was reading The Court of Thorn and Roses, the first book. I liked it, but it was one of those things I had to be in the mood to read. And I started that last year a little bit, and I just stopped. So I finished that one. I'm very proud of myself. Then I had this book, which I wanted to read. I was going to read. I had it out on one day. I even took a picture on Instagram. I didn't read it, and because I just wasn't in a reading mood last year. And I read this whole book like in 2 weeks. I loved it. It is Needled to Death by Maggie Shefton. How I got this book was when I was at Rhinebeck 2 or 3 years ago. I met her. She was there. So I thought she was always going to be there, so I never bought another one of her books. This is the second one. I only bought the first one. This is the second book in the series. And when I went back, she wasn't there the next year. So I was like, that's not, and you can only order these online. For some reason, Barnes & Noble's, the first ones in the series, you do not have them in the stores. You have to order online. So I figured, let me have it in case I meet her again, then I'll have the other books in book form, and then maybe she'll sign the other ones at least. So how I usually read is on my Nook, because I like a lot of cozy mysteries, and as my husband said when my aunt died, it was crazy the amount of books. She used to like romance novels, and when we were packing up her apartment, oh my god, it was insane the amount of books she has. And I have that with DVDs. I used to love DVDs a lot, but I remember we didn't know what to do with them, and I hate to throw away books. I don't believe in throwing away books. I think it's a sacrilege. I really do. So I packed them all up in garbage bags, and I dropped them to the back of the library because the library wouldn't accept anything. So I gave it to them, whether they liked it or not, and I ran. And hopefully they used them. It's weird, the libraries around here, they only like you to give books certain times of the year because then they do a book sale. Then store them for when you want to do the book sale. They're perfectly good books. They're going to end up in the garbage, you know? So she had hundreds of books just stacked all over the place. You know, she didn't eat, the house was filthy, but she had these books stacked everywhere. So my husband's like, you're going to end up just like your aunt. You're going to have all these books and DVDs everywhere. So he bought me a Nook. This is my 5th one, I think. I'm hard on my Nooks. In fact, I need another one, I think, because this is starting. It's weird, if it dies, it takes forever to come back on. Like, even if I'm charged and everything, sometimes the screen will not come back on. That's how much I use this. So I got a new one, and the book I'm reading now, which is another one of my cozy mysteries, is Grace Interrupted, the Manor House Mystery Series, too. And I'm also reading consecutively the second Court of Thorn and Roses. So when I'm in the mood for that, I read that. And when I'm not, I'm almost done with this book. I miss my cozies so much. I really am enjoying them. If you like a good mystery and you just want like a normal person solving the mystery as opposed to the cops, I definitely recommend them. I will be telling you a lot of them. And how I keep track of them, I have a journal, and I write, maybe I'll show it next week. Next time I podcast, I forgot it inside. But basically I have a journal, and I write the author's name, the series set, and then in pencil I'll write what number of the series I'm on. So I'm on series 2 of this Grace one, and I'm going to be on series 3 for the Maggie. So I just erase it and I'll write down, because I have so many series I'm reading, I can't remember what order I'm in. So that's the best way for me to keep track of it. So I did that, and let me do stash enhancements. I didn't really buy any yarn. Actually, I ordered yarn. It hasn't come in yet. But again, Megan from Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, she turned me on to this. It's amazing. It's called Tough. Basically, oh my god. So first I got the vanilla almond and the black orchid. This black orchid one, it says, oh my god, it's jasmine and orchid, and I think it smells like a little bit like powder, like it's just, oh my god, I just love it. And you just go like that, and you just do each finger, and while you're knitting, it's nice. It's better than lotion, it feels like, when you're knitting. See how much I used already? This one, I haven't used that much of this one. Oh, I used a little bit of this one now. But you can see the difference in them. This one's used a lot. I love it. Oh god, these are so good. And I ordered 2 more. I got chai spice, I think, and Russian flower. This one, oh my god, I love this one. And then, you already saw some of my purchases from Lila Stiles, who is Angelica. And so I got my Audrey bag, and I got this. Did I get this one now? I think I got a smaller size of this one too, because I just love this fabric. But oh my god, it's Luna. She actually showed how she makes these bags online. It's these, she calls them Bill and Ted, her two sewing machines. And I could just sit there all day long watching her make these. Because I love Star Trek and obviously Harry Potter. Harry Potter is just addictive to me. And I'm a Ravenclaw. So I had to get my Luna one. Actually, I ordered this last time before I ordered the Harry one. And what happened was I ordered Hermione, and I was like, can you put on the blue fabric? Because I'm not really into maroon because I'm a Ravenclaw, and I was so obsessed with getting Ravenclaw on this and Ravenclaw on that. She like, you know, I made a Luna one, and I could put that on Ravenclaw. I was like, you have Luna? I was like, oh my god, I need that one. So I think I ordered too many things, and it just got, what do you call it? It got like in her desk because I had so much I ordered. So she sent it to me later on. Plus, then she surprised me. She personalized it for Ravenclaw. Oh my god, how cool is that? So I got Luna and Ravenclaw. My next one I want to get, she has a Snape one and a Bellatrix one. So I want to get Snape on one side, and then it's really cool because she could write always underneath it. It's amazing. And then I want to get Bellatrix on the other side. And I'm not sure if I want to get it in a green bag or a gray bag. And then she has a Star Trek one that, oh my god, I can't. It's the Enterprise. But then she writes on top of it, which I'm going to ask her if she can write on the back, because the Enterprise is so gorgeous, I don't want to mess up the Enterprise. But she writes, I failed the, I can't say the test name. It's in my head, and then it's just not coming out of my mouth. Abermashi Maroon test, which is basically a test that Kirk passed, and he's the only person in the world that ever passed it, because it's a test that there is no way to pass it. Basically he cheated. That's how he passed it. So she has a little saying with it. It is the cutest bag in the world, and she was doing a special order for someone. I was like, I want that bag, so I have to get that. And I want a sweater size of this one. And then she has this really cool, which will remind me of my husband all the time. It's Starry Nights, but it has Harry Potter playing Quidditch, and in the background is the castle, Hogwarts. Anything with Harry Potter, I'm telling you, I'm obsessed. I love it. So thank you so much for putting it on the back as a big surprise. That was just amazing. Oh my god, I want one of those machines. I'll just like stare at it all day long. I'll just make patterns, stare at it. I don't understand how you do it. It's phenomenal. And then she also surprised me with this cute little headband. Isn't this cute? Let me put it on. I haven't seen one of these in years. It's so cute. Look at this. My hair's all like, ugh. Isn't that cute? I just love it. And I love how my hair just curls when I put it on. It's so cute. And then she gave me this little hand sanitizer holder, which is really funny. It's just complete coincidence. But I don't like coffee at all. I always drink tea. And ever since, right before the pregnancy, I've been obsessed with the Frappuccinos from Starbucks, the Java chip. Again, I don't drink coffee. So the only coffee I drink is that and then Nespresso coffee. Don't ask me why, but those I'll drink. You give me any other coffee, I will not drink it. And I know it's freaky that I will not drink Dunkin' Donuts, because my husband says they put crack in Dunkin' Donuts coffee because he drinks 2 cups of coffee at home and then he has to get his Dunkin' Donuts fix. I don't know what it is about it. You buy the coffee at home, when you buy the beans, you come home, make it, it doesn't taste as good. You buy it in Dunkin' Donuts, it's amazing, he says. So I don't know, but I don't like that coffee. So I only like this, but maybe because there's so much junk in it, and I put so much junk in my Nespresso, maybe that's why. I don't know. But I just thought it was hysterical that she gave me this, and I happen to be obsessed with that lately. So that is just too much. And then she gave me this cute little thing. It's like, I think it had Elvis on it. And my son, unfortunately, stole it on me because I can't find it anywhere. And it's basically, it wraps around, it's out of this type of fabric, it wraps around and it holds the cords. It is so cute. So thank you so much for these little things. They're so adorable. I love them. And, oh, I want to show you one other thing. I bought around Easter. I just keep forgetting to show you. So I don't really wear makeup. I used to work at Bloomingdale's, and basically my makeup was free samples whenever I bought moisturizers or that. So I haven't really bought anything in about, I think 5 years. I haven't worked there. I've not worked there 5 years. So, sorry, my husband's calling. I hung up on him. But, so I haven't bought anything from them. And I'm still living off of samples of makeup and everything. Yeah, crazy, right? So, I saw this case in Sephora. I had to buy it. Isn't it beautiful? And it has all these little eyeshadows. That's why you see me wearing green. I might see me in like weird colors all of a sudden, because I've never ever bought anything like this before. I love it. It's so cute. So I just wanted to show you. So if you go to Sephora, look for this. It's adorable. And for someone that doesn't like makeup, and I'm obsessed with this, it's really good. So I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So if you like the show, press subscribe or give it a thumbs up. And I hope to see you at the end of the month. Oh, I didn't tell you. Oh, I do have some sad news. I do. It's I have some sad news and some good news. Basically, my poor little Clover, my little beagle, she passed away. It was very shocking and everything. So that's when I referred to in the beginning of the episode what my bad month was. That was my bad month. And also my father-in-law is passing away. So, yeah, he's gonna, it's been a hard month. Yeah. So, it's still going on. I think in the next week it's gonna happen. So it's been a little crazy, but like the one joy my husband has done for me, I said last time, he bought me that couch, and that's why I've been reading so much. I've been out here like all the time just trying to escape the world, I guess, and I've been out here reading, and I got fixed my lights in my tent. So then now I got it going, it goes around here. Originally I had like a big extension cord going over there to hook it up. And now I have it hooked. Here, let me show you a little setup. Maybe I could do it. Can I move it? You see my son's playthings and everything. You can see my little setup over there. So I have the lights over there now. And I'm loving it because I have the lights right above the couch, so at nighttime I come out here and I read or I knit. It's amazing. And then I have this umbrella. I've had this since last year. I bought the same time I bought the new padding for my chairs, and I never had a table, so now I got a little elephant umbrella stand table. The thing's so heavy from Pier 1. Oh my god. I had it like, I had a coupon. No, not a coupon. It was on sale for like $30 off, and then I had something from way back a return, so I had another $17 off. It got so cheap. But the thing's so heavy. Oh my god. I was so scared of tipping over with the umbrella, I didn't need to worry. So I'm out here like all the time reading and knitting and everything. It's great. I definitely recommend anyone to get like find somewhere, just get away from it, especially when you have everything so complicated like I do. It helps so much just to be able to, one little thing just to bring you outside and be happy. And just the little things make you happy. So definitely find the little things. That's my little saying to you. Find the little things that make you happy and try to focus on them. That gets you through the hard stuff. As I said, it's been, I'm going to start crying. I don't want to start crying. Podcast's supposed to be happy, no crying. But it's been a very hard time. So I just want to show my little oasis and what's been making me happy. And my son actually likes coming out here now. And I said my deck is horrible. There's no, it's so beyond small. So now it's so nice to be able to use it, and I actually want to be on my deck. Because I know there's like a coyote going around here, and at nighttime I'm scared to come down here where my tent is. And I used to come out here a lot, and I have the lights and everything, but now it's just nice, the whole room illuminates. And then my husband bought also a little speaker and a projection thing, so you can see on Instagram he has the whole setup out. So we go out here and we watch Hulu and Netflix and everything, and I'm knitting or I'm reading and we got the projection going on. Unfortunately, it's been raining a lot lately, so we haven't used it too much, but it's really nice just to have something you can sit outside and enjoy nature, but then you can also, you know, watch TV and everything. Oh, and I also want to tell you guys, I have been crazy, what do you call binge watching, like nuts, ever since I had Justin. Oh my god, 'cause I'm up crazy hours in the night. So I just wanted to tell you some shows that I've been binge watching. Number one, I'm almost done. I'm on the last season. Downton Abbey. I forgot how much I love the show. It's phenomenal. Check it out. Oh my god, I love Maggie Smith. Every single saying that comes out of her mouth is just a little, it's just a little pure drop of gold. That's all I gotta say. She makes the show. She's brilliant. I'm in love with her. Oh my god, you think she's great as McGonagall in Harry Potter? She's amazing as the Dowager Countess. I love it. She says these, oh god, I'm trying to remember one. I have actually bought some cups recently. Maybe I'll show them next time. Of the show. And it's really funny because PBS only used her quotes for these cups. Yeah, I think maybe one of the persons she had a quote from, but it's all Maggie Smith quotes. It was great. Oh, at my age, I have to ration my excitement. I have another one. There's no substitute for. Oh, I forgot the other one. I'll show it to you next week. Well, oh my god, they're so funny. Another one I've been doing is Ugly Betty. I know, right? Go from Downton Abbey to Ugly Betty. That's what I do. That I've been binge watching with my husband. I'm almost done with that one. I actually was watching Roseanne, but after what she said, I still want. I never saw Roseanne before until they did the reunion show. So we started binge watching the first season. I'm almost done with the second season now, and I like it. I'm not obsessed with it like everyone else is. I like the new series much better than the first one. I think it was a little too depressing, the first season. I mean, it was supposed to be funny, but a lot of it I feel is depressing. But I did enjoy it. But I don't know if I'm going to keep watching it now because of what happened. I don't know. But I was watching that. One Tree Hill. I got through all the good seasons with Peyton and Chad Michael Murray. And now we got to the corny seasons. So I stopped. I think I've got 2 more seasons of that. I stopped with that one. I did pretty good on that because that's a long show. And another one I was binge watching was Dawson's Creek. I got through half of that. And I just stopped. I don't know why I stopped. Got that. Oh, Cougar Town. I was watching that a little bit. I think my husband wanted to watch it and I stopped watching it. But, oh my god, that is a great show, too. So I think I'm going to be really upset when Downton Abbey's over with. I really am. I'm going to be very depressed when that's over. I'm, like, obsessed with that show right now. I also subscribe to PBS now. So, because we got rid of my TiVo, so I've been, like, looking at that. I looked at Pollyanna, and maybe I'll look at another British show that's on there. And I'm checking out Doctor Who for the first. Last night I looked at the first episode of the new Doctor Who. Apparently there's 2. I know. Everyone's like cringing right now. You love Star Trek, you don't know what Doctor Who is? I don't know what Doctor Who is. So everyone keeps talking about this Doctor Who and the telephone booth, and I'm like, I want to know what's going on. I've got to know. Because, you know, I didn't know what Buffy was. I didn't look at it for a long time when it was on. As soon as it went off this air, I became obsessed with Buffy. Same thing with Sex and the City. When it went off the air, I became obsessed with it. I was like, let me look at that. I gotta look at that. And I keep trying to look at also, Game of Thrones. I know, I didn't watch it. My husband keeps saying, I'm going to watch it with you. I looked at the first season so far. It's like pulling teeth to get this man to sit there and look at it. I think it's going to end up happening that I'm going to be like, I'm looking at it without you. I'm done. I'm going to start watching it. It's just ridiculous. I haven't seen it. But Doctor Who, I know everyone's cringing right now. I don't get it. Maybe when it gets better, it will, after the first couple episodes, you know, sometimes the show gets better. It was mannequins attacking. And the boyfriend turned plastic. I was like, what? It's got to get better because it's the first series, which is the old one, was on for 27 series. It looked like on Amazon, and you have to subscribe to BritBox to watch that. And I don't know if I'm going to do that because or Acorn TV or something like that, one of the two. And I already subscribed to PBS. Oh, I do want to look at Upstairs, Downstairs. The remake of that. I looked at the original. I used to like that a lot. So I want to look at the remake of that. That's what I'm going to look at on PBS. But I don't know about this new Doctor Who. There's 10 seasons of it, too. Everyone's obsessed with it. I know everyone's probably throwing things at the TV right now for me saying this, but I don't get it. Next month, maybe you'll find out I'll become obsessed with it. But mannequins attacking. What? I don't know. It was interesting. that is my binge watching segment. I've been doing a lot. Being up all night with the baby. I had to do something. And sometimes you're just too tired to knit. I know I said that. God, what was wrong with me saying that? But you're too tired to knit. And then if I'm reading, I end up falling asleep sometimes. So I've been doing a lot of binge watching. Alright, so that's my show. Again. So everyone have a happy month. And I will see you hopefully the first week of next month. Bye! Happy knitting, everyone!